Good afternoon, my beautiful babes and babettes. I'm your resident active advocate, and happy first day of winter for those of you living in the northern hemisphere like me. So, usual excuse why I didn't make a video this morning, and why I'm doing it now. I've been writing and editing, and it's pretty. And I'm in love with my own work, which is a really good, it's really good because, when you love what you do, you're going to do more of it. Woohoo. Hence this series. And hence the book we're going to be talking about today, spoiler warning, From Anna by Jean Little. Yes, I know, 2 Jean Littles in a row, la-di-da, sue me, but this book was an intrinsic part of my childhood, and it is deeply remarkable in what it does in furthering the cause of understanding, I think, for people with disabilities whose disabilities are not initially understood. So, okay, as I say, spoiler warning, but Anna is a young German girl whose family immigrates to Canada right before the start of the Second World War. Her father can see the writing on the wall. He is not a supporter of Nazism. And he basically says to his wife, Clara, we are going. I know that we're leaving everything behind. I know that we're leaving most of our family behind. I know you grew up here. I grew up here. Our children grew up here. We are going. And they go. They come to Canada. And when they get to Canada, during everyone's medical assessment for going to their new school, all the children, Anna's older siblings, who have always outshone her in everything, pretty much, they're all perfectly well and healthy, but then it is discovered that Anna has a severe visual impairment, probably worse than me without my glasses on, and that's saying something, except that she can see out of both eyes and I can't. But in real life, an undiagnosed disability of that nature would definitely cause you major problems in school and in your daily life. And Anna has always been clumsy. Anna has been barely capable of reading very much. She can actually read. She is literate, but she can't see what she's reading unless she holds it right here. And people think that that's very bad for your eyes. Not true in the case of a person with a visual impairment. So when Anna is actually given the diagnosis and she's given glasses, she doesn't want to wear them because they make her look weird, and her sister makes fun of her, and I think one of her brothers calls her an owl, the big round, because this was back in the 1930s and 40s, right? So glasses wouldn't have been the most attractive things in the world. Not like they are now. These aren't so bad. I need new ones. I've needed new ones for a while, but she doesn't want to wear them, but she really wants to wear them at the same time because they've opened up this huge realm of visual acuity that she had never had before. She can see gray hairs on her father's head. She can see sort of the fluff coming out of a woolen blanket. Those are just 2 examples, but there are more. And even with the glasses, though, Anna does not have, quote, normal vision. So she has to attend a sight-saving class. And when she does, she is with people who understand her at last, because her family never had, because of the undiagnosed nature of the disability. But when she starts coming into her own identity and understanding that, yes, this is who I am, and it's okay for me not to be able to, quote, function normally, this is my normal, and these are my friends, these are my people. One thing that this book definitely does right is that it makes a case for people being capable of independence if they have the proper tools. This notion, by the way, in my mind, does not just apply to people with disabilities. Everyone needs to be given the proper tools and the proper methods through which to become independent. let's say you're a child who has undiagnosable, like it's not a disability, form of social anxiety. You're just shy. Okay, you're a shy kid, whatever. But if you are able to make friends who are like you or who understand how you tick, this is very beneficial to your future life, because it's not necessarily that it will make you less shy, but it will make you more comfortable with people who understand you, at least. So with Anna, when she makes friends with the people in her class and starts seeing herself as a capable human being, she is able to sort of spread her wings and do some flying. And that's a really beautiful narrative, I think, because it all has to do with self-acceptance, even more than it has to do with other people accepting you. It's very important to be accepted by others because we are a social species. But if you are uncomfortable in your own skin and you've never known why, and then you finally find out why, maybe it can help. And we're not talking about the miracle cure narrative here either. Anna is still blind or visually impaired, quite badly if it's visually impaired, and she always will be. She's not going to just magically get better. And that's the beauty of Jean Little's writing, that the people she writes about can function in a real way, in the real world, without needing a miracle. That happens to Anna. And by the end of the book, she's accepted into her family unit, which has always seen her as her brother calls her, awkward Anna, right? In order to teach themselves English, they had been kind of getting into the idea of alliteration. So they give one another nicknames, and the eldest brother, someone starts calling him Rude Rudy, but that one doesn't really stick. The one that sticks is Awkward Anna, until the very end of the book. They see her that way because she's never been able to keep up with them physically, and none of her teachers back in Germany really liked her because they had thought her stupid. It's not stupid. There's no such thing as stupid. Nobody is stupid. I'm firmly of the belief, well, okay, no one is stupid if they don't want to be stupid. I'm firmly of the belief that ignorance is not knowing, and we're all ignorant of something. I'm ignorant of how to speak Polish, just as an example of one of the myriads of things. Ignorance is not knowing, stupidity is not wanting to know. But Anna always had a thirsty mind. She always wanted to know things. She would talk to her father, a very intelligent man. She read voraciously, and she loved it. And these are characteristics that Jean Little herself had as well, by the way. So Anna is not exactly a self-insert necessarily, but she does go through much of the same journey that Jean Little herself went through as a child, learning to accept herself as a person with visual impairment. So, read this book. Thank you, please, and thanks. And that is my analysis and general summary of From Anna and how it can relate back to people in the real world who have comparable disabilities and comparable issues because of those disabilities. Accept yourself for what you are, because that does inform who you are. The what might not be able to change, but the who can change in response to the what. And the what doesn't have to be a bad thing. Disability, I avow, is not a bad thing. It's a perfectly neutral thing. It depends on how you look at it. All right, so that's my video for today. I will have another video for you tomorrow, but again, I don't know what book is going to be on. I have a list. So, all right. Thank you very much for your wonderful participation and attention. And I will see y'all lovely babes tomorrow. Mwah!